And this is the greatest theory so far what I have heard. Joy Boy is definitely great character, not a fishman because that was Neptune said, so he is somewhere on there, or is a human, right? So he was definitely a very important character back in the day because he himself has connections to the previous ex, we can call it, princess who could control the Sea Kings, and he apologized for something, meaning this is not a normal relationship, it is definitely something deeper. And stuff about Whitebird is such a colossal thing because Whitebird plays a little bit a fortune telling. He was cursing for government marines in particular that the war will come. Base that one piece is real or is exist. Those ancient weapons from the previous video, I will process it to the side roll of the stuff. On the other side, Sea Kings are not that strong anymore, so for Sea Kings there's gonna be like the masses, right? Because Sea King is, I'm taking power level stuff from it, just around Pacifista level, just below a little bit. Pacifista, so yeah, it depends how many of the Sea Kings will come or how huge they will be. Also extra stuff is that the Joybon, the Noah, the ship of a promise that he is gonna be used, and this ship is as big as it can contain all of the civilians, all of the fishermen from their island. Is like either for relocation purposes, for example, because we know Otohime dream about living under the sun, and there was so many votes again to do the relocation stuff, so it is not like it's only thinking an idea of the one person Otohime. She collect all of the signatures, and Noah could be used for such purposes. Okay, it's gonna be a little bit underused, but why not? It can also be a side quest as well. And maybe if it's gonna be a war, the ship gonna bring all of the warriors. The only problem what I'm seeing is that it's gonna be pulled by Sea Kings, so it has to be Shirahoshi on the deck, one thing. And the second thing is that it's gonna be underwater, so they have to make such a massive bubble around for all of the Devil Fruit users, and they can emerge like Whitebird, which gonna be a perfect transition for the future of wars to come. Crazy idea, I love it. By a lot. Just one more thing which I wanted to add, the poneglyphs, right? Because Joy Boy apologized, but there is also a second purpose of that. The purpose of apologizing is not accurate, because if Joy Boy was able to put those stuff on the stone, yes, he could also tell her directly. Why he doesn't do that? Because he wants the history to be revealed, because this is his signal. Listen, that will happen, and this is the key thing, that what you need to do next. So he is preparing simply by those poneglyphs, and what government even agree with that, because he basically he destroyed the whole Ohhara who tried to uncover that, because this is basically a propaganda in my opinion. This is an escalation for the future rebel on such a high level, because poneglyphs were in Alabasta, poneglyphs in Fishman Island, Skypia, and there's probably many more I just cannot recollect right now. In Alabasta I think it was even 2, if that wasn't a filler scene, I don't remember now. So yeah, there is so many, so it's not like only Fishman Island would be involved. There will be every single possible country when there is a when there is a poneglyph, and they can literally read that. So, or maybe Luffy gonna enter to that island and Robin gonna pass the knowledge to the civilians who doesn't know. So even though Joy Boy is dead, which can also be reincarnated as well, because Princess was, I don't know, I'm leaving that on the side because it doesn't really matter, because Joy Boy doesn't need to lead the future level. It's gonna be for the people from the future, from the current state, which is Luffy, for example. I'm not saying Luffy gonna be such a big fish to make a rebel, and Luffy is not that kind of a person to prepare a rebel, because he doesn't simply care. All what he cares is having a freedom, unless there will be a specifics like world government, for example, threatens his friends as well. But what about Dragon the Revolutionary? He already revolutionary stuff, so maybe he is connected to that poneglyphs as well. We never know. And of course, Dragon is strong. So Joy Boy literally scattered the pieces of those stones throughout the world for the major rebel. He is true revolutionist. Now let's go to Rafi's comment. Roger's observation haki is so strong that he can notice sea kings around it. He can hear them, because what I've noticed through the sea kings doesn't speak directly. I think they speak telepathically, so for the other people to understand is so hard, because they need to basically understand the same level or the same waves if we in radiology or something like that, and they can understand. And looks like observation haki can actually set up to that part, which basically confirming that other people cannot hear seekings. So this is much better explanations for me, because I hate it when if all of the seekings can speak, because they are considered creatures. Great stuff, guys. Let's go to reaction. This might be strongly relevant to the theory which we mentioned, right? Long time ago there were powerful entities that could destroy the world. Yeah, that regards the ancient weapons, right? Entities. Yeah, he said entities, meaning it must be livings and not living person, which is why Pluton is literally a vehicle or ship, and Poseidon is a living creature, so the third one must not be either live or dead. It must be somewhere between, and in my opinion, Devil Fruit fits perfectly. Or maybe I'm wrong. Uranus is the other one. Uranus is not a planet, right? So maybe it's hidden on the moon, or maybe even, I don't know. Or even where this Marijoas is above, because it's Uranus, so it can be operated from the higher ground. So maybe if that's actually something related to spaceships, probably not, it's probably something else. But if that would be, and it's named Uranus, which clearly indicates the space, the things above, so if that whenever that is actually resting, it's gonna be rested on the red line, which is why there was never found it. Because if it's actually there, world government might actually know that. Oh, somebody's spying! Is that Caribou? I think he needs to be put into the place. And why you ask? Are you going to fill us in the more stuff now? Is that a problem? Give me one! Light snack! What is about to happen now? Oh, what? What? He's starting! What was between them? Okay. So Sengoku is no more then. Interesting. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, we know that. I mean, considering what Akainu did in Ohhara and what Aokiji did in Ohhara, I mean, both are bad, yeah? Aokiji froze this poor Vice Admiral to death. I mean, okay, death is not confirmed until you see the grave or something like that. Even Pell came out from the grave. And Akainu shoot the cannons toward the rescue transportation ship, killing all of the survivors. Both are equally bad, but on the other side, Aokiji is less, because Aokiji looks like he can process something, he can understand stuff, and he can adapt to things, when Akainu was boldly stayed by the Kobe, stop the war, and yet he not understand it. He understood it only to the point when somebody stronger said that at front of him, and that's not many people. Okay? But they actually fought! Oh wow! Holy shit, that's cruel. That basically, if one of them dies, that major loss for the Marines. What? Lasted 10 days. Damn. Comparable in their strength, but it came to an end. Obviously, everything's going to an end. Right! Yeah! They having a bad memories with him. Aokiji would be better because even though he froze Luffy once. Oh yeah. Oh, so it both severely wounded. That's important. Woo! Yeah, he lost an admiral because of that. The higher ups should take an action here and stop that and just make it by a vote. Simple as. Don't kill. But on the other side, Aokiji didn't want to work under Akainu anyway. But, yeah, definitely. What? What? So hold a second. So if Akainu is actually a freed admiral now and Aokiji left, there's only one admiral left. Two biggest chances, okay? In the new world. I mean, we know that's how stubborn Akainu is. Okay. Blackbeard, what about him? I mean, on the other side, he is responsible, but he is not the one who killed Ace. He actually killed Blackbeard, though. He killed Whitebeard. Wonder of his reasoning. Is he pure evil or he have some reasons? Because he's saying people's dreams have no end, meaning he also have a dream. Important, so he is not empty. Oda will not make such a bad error after Hody, right? Conquer it. Wow! Yeah, because he knows the stuff, right? And the devil fruit. What? He become a Yonko? Ooh! That's tough! Yeah, dirty rat. I like that. Surprisingly, actually, Luffy, listen, normally he's slipping it. So they're having a hunt on the devil fruit eaters. Why? They definitely don't want the human fruit. What? Is he have a strong devil fruit? He probably don't care anymore. He's just having a snack! Hey! Chopper! Love that! Luffy never cared about his safety, Jinbei. Taking chances, yeah. That's very actually clever answer. Jinbei, don't stop, tell us more! What's up? In this palace? And how they recognize that? Is that observation haki? That means Sanji and Zoro have observation haki because they confirmed, right? Whoa, that is big jump as well as the black. So much stuff, I love that. Holy shit. Bleach, One Piece, live action, everything. It's such a packed stuff recently happening. Oh yeah, this guy. Oh, is he that beast or something else? Definitely he didn't mention Shirahoshi, right? Because he said beast, but he don't know who exactly. So he want to capture Shirahoshi or something? Oh wow. That's gonna be a problem. That is his downfall. That's gonna be his fall, right? What is this scene? Who animated this? Who was responsible for that shot? Holy shit! What the hell? What I'm watching? Oh, Luffy is here.
笑いなよベロベロベロベロベロベロバーなんだよ麦わら
He's so slow. Well, that was quick. But that's all. So they went after him, so they can feel strong presence then, because he said monster.
右側の塔などすっぱりと切られておる
Zoro.
財宝泥棒が我らの
Oh, let's give it for the thief.
いや柵も部屋も派手にぶった切りやがってあいつのせいにしとけよバカ人で
You didn't have to tell him. Zoro have a good senses, yeah. Okay.
泥棒って何？
嫌な予感
国の財宝でしょ？追わないの？
Why they having a bad
命
feeling?
ある国民たちが救われた
私たちが取り返したら？
全部やろう国の
You can keep them all. Don't say that to Nami. No. I know why Luffy and Zoro having a bad feeling about it.
ナミさんも
Holy shit! They went for hunting. What now?
異変が手錠も外れなんじゃと
Oh really? And they just threw the strongest. No way we're gonna have a repetition and the fight him again. Whoa! They got older. This is the effect of the drug. He is. Okay, he deserved what he already lost his life, basically. This is. I didn't expect that end for Hody though. Deserved though. Shut your mouth. That's it. That's it. Ooh, such an end for Hody. Worse than death, actually.
マムの使い
They were sent by Big Mom, the uncle. Right, who's that? So we already proceeded to the next arc, literally. Big Mom, yeah? First villain. She's like a monster who would destroy the whole country for sweets. Are you serious?
ビッグマム
Yo, this episode is not so much information, but I think this is always like that. At the end of the arc or between the two arcs, we're getting so much new information around the world, around the globe of One Piece, and this is always killing it. I love that. So Big Mom arrives. That is for the next arc. Set it up, I guess. On this end, Akainu, Aokiji, two-man forces. But I think I've told enough about that stuff. Holy shit, Blackbeard fighting for the for the devil fruit users. What devil fruits are actually considering that strong? Definitely not Bellamy's. Not Vapors, we need to know Crocodile is one that might be in a line. I think they could strike down Crocodile, to be honest. To be perfectly clear, Crocodile is a bad matchup against Blackbeard. Yeah, Crocodile needs to be careful. I don't think so Luffy's Devil Fruit is that important. I mean, it can, you know, because of him you're not feeling any pain, so it is a, damn, that would be a good application actually for, but Blackbeard cannot have a third Devil Fruit if he will eat devil fruit, because his Logia, the darkness fruit giving him so much pain, so maybe his rubber will basically, if he will get that fruit, he will stop feeling pain, maybe something like that to balance it out, but he already had the white bird fruit. I mean, who knows, now if he had two devil fruits he can have more, right? Holy shit. Don't know who's actually devil fruit. I mean, obviously the Aokiji will be on a hunt, right? Because he left the Marines. But he is still an admiral. Don't know how much wounded that is. But that is he weaker or not? But that's for power level section to discuss. Wow, and why Blackbeard become an emperor? This is huge.